Hi, this is Roland, Cisco Systems Switzerland. I would like to share with you what I learned during this week, what highlights I had, what learnings are worth sharing with you. So first of all, there was a new version of our collaboration roadmap for the Q4 of this year. So please find the link to this in the description below. The second thing, there were quite a few collaboration updates, like new products introduced, for example Cisco Webex Room Navigator, and like successor of the Touch 10, with digital signage support at some point, with some additional sensors and so on. So please find a picture like right over here and the link to a good video who is explaining the advantages in the description as well. I'm often also confronted with the CVI integration into Microsoft Teams, so I created before my vacation a little video in these regards. So it's always good to have an example and to be able to show how this looks like for the customers. This video I recorded with the CVI integration was based on our Demo Toolbox, so please have a look and go through these demos on there. It's a very valuable tool. Then besides the CVI integration, there is also the option to have integrations into Microsoft Teams in other ways, so you can schedule, start, join a meeting directly out of Microsoft Teams, as well as initiating calls with Jabber, for example, also from Microsoft Teams directly. I'm also very often confronted with hybrid events these days. So what we are doing is we provide our Webex meetings cloud infrastructure, some video endpoints to allow a hybrid event to happen. So you have a certain amount of users in a room, in a physical room meeting, and you have other participants joining this event from remote, participating or joining, and also like interview partners are there too. So please feel free to get back to us if you have any questions, you would like to do the same, make use of our products, of our cloud infrastructure. One thing I would also point out is we have Webex meetings breakout rooms. They're amazing, they're great to use, they're very flexible. There is one limitation though, and this is video devices at the moment can't participate in breakout rooms, so you can't move a video endpoint into a breakout room and have it participating the meeting from there. So these users have to stay in the main section. We do have a lot of video layouts that might be confusing as well. So we have the active speaker layout, so you have the speaker in large, you have the grid view. These grid views are supporting like 3x3, so up to 9 participants on the screen, 4x4 or 5x5. This is varying a little bit today on the endpoint you're using to participate in a Webex session. So I have a good overview found on our website which explains what happens when you join via a zip endpoint, via a cloud registered endpoint, what kind of endpoint you're using. One question which also popped up during this week was what kind of proxies are supported with our Webex Edge for Devices features. So you have like the video endpoint registered at the same time on-prem and in the cloud to benefit from both worlds' advantages. So there is a limitation of what kind of proxy authentication is used, so this information can also be found further down in the link. Regarding calendar integration, it's also good to get familiar with this, what is supported and what is not, what can be done easily. So there is a good video by my colleague Dustin, who is guiding you through the various options of this calendar integration with Webex. Then another thing I would like to share is when you would like to do wireless sharing to our video endpoints or to Webex Share. So there is various options available. So we have on one hand the proximity feature or proximity add-in application, which you can install on Windows, on Mac, on iOS and on Android devices. This proximity feature is available or supposed to be used for devices which are on-prem registered, which are not cloud registered, so you can share wirelessly any content from your device to the video endpoint. This is not working with Webex Share. So if you have a mix of applications, so if you have a mix of endpoints, being them cloud registered, being them on-prem registered, then the best choice for you is using Webex Meetings application to be installed on the laptop. You don't need a user account for this. You can use Webex Meetings also as in a guest mode, so you don't need to register the Webex Meetings application. It is also not disturbing a lot if you're using it that way, but as soon as you're walking into a room with a device, being it on-prem registered, being it cloud registered, being it a Webex Share or any other video endpoint from our end, then you can use this Webex Meetings application to connect to wirelessly share this. Also, what I learned this week was it is important to demo our Webex DeskPro device. So it is not only an extended screen with a video codec built-in, it can offer much more. So I'll create another video specifically to this, but just make sure if you are selling or would like to sell one of these devices to our customers, please make sure that you demo the actual functionalities for this. An important note is also our DX80 endpoint is not available in Europe anymore after the 20th of November. So this is due to new standards or restrictions put in place. So if you would like to order the DX80 for your customers, please do this on time and not too late, so you can still get one. Then the last thing is our noise removal feature. I don't know if you've probably seen it before, but when you're using your coffee cup, or you would like to unpack your hard disk while you're in the video section, or while you're talking, or your partner is doing this while you are in a session, then please make sure that you have the noise removal feature enabled, because otherwise you will hear all this very well. I'm basically doing the same as I did before, but this time I disabled voice removal, and just to prove, I'll just enable the feature again. I'm at this point in time using this microphone here and not the one I have on my t-shirt. So here again, this is what it sounds like when I have the noise removal feature enabled. So that was it for today. I hope it was interesting. Just a brief overview of updates and what I learned. Please let me know if you have any questions. Happy to answer, and I wish you a very good time.